Welcome back to Eliances Heroes, where heroes in business align. To be part of our super community and find out more about Eliances, visit www.Eliances.com.
That's right, and we just had on, you ready for this? Gary Michelson. He is listed on the Forbes 400 self-made billionaires, and also too is many other heroes coming on, so make sure you continue to stay tuned. Well, I got to tell you, our next hero, I feel like I know him so well. I've seen all of his commercials that had been playing a long time ago nonstop. I picture him now running in the city. He's got something special really where his advertisement and his ad really stood out, because with that, we have with us Todd Davis, the co-founder of LifeLock. That's right. What does he do? He ends up selling it to Semantic for $2.3 billion, and we're going to learn the things of what he is doing now. Welcome to the show, Todd. First of all, let's get right into it. How in the world did you come up with that advertising that literally stuck in the mind of so many people?
David, you're going to appreciate this and my fellow entrepreneurs, because I had to make payroll. So that's what, right? Innovation.
But let's talk about what you ended up doing,
though.
Talk about, steal the thunder.
So I'm going to be on CNBC. We're trying to get people go to the LifeLock website, call us, sign up. I need enough cash to make payroll, right? And so I'm thinking, well, what do I do? And so I'm in this little satellite studio where, the Camelback Mountains behind you, but you're really in a broom closet and it's really dark. And so you're talking to it, and I'm thinking to myself right beforehand, what do I do to get people moving? To hear me, how do I get, we'd call it consumer consciousness, right? How do I wake people up? Listen. I thought, you know what? I'll do what they say don't do. I'm going to give out my real Social Security number on television. Now, I was smart enough in the moment to think, hey, are there any unintended consequences for me doing this? No one's ever done it. I pick up back then my BlackBerry. I dial. By the way, they're losing their mind. Your folks in your control room here would appreciate. They're losing their mind because I'm talking on the phone in with my IFB in, ready to go on live television. They're like, Mr. Davis, you need to put the phone down. But I'm like, hey, what happens if I give out my Social Security number on television? And they're like, wait, what? And I'm like, I don't have time. And they gave me really good advice. So everybody thinks they remember me challenging someone to steal my identity. I never challenged anyone. That could be deemed soliciting a felony. I could have gone to jail. I'm like, great advice. I will never forget that.
Wow.
Then they told me we can clean up everything else, Todd. Your credit's going to get crushed because you're going to have applications. By the way, I still get them. My Social Security number, I think if you Google search it, you get over 10,000 results of my Social Security number. So it's out there everywhere.
Nobody had ever done that before. Nobody had
crazy.
ever released it on national TV, done those things. But you know what? It ended up working. And it put you guys on the map probably more than anything.
Yeah, then we were on basically a 12-year rocket ship, David. So everybody's like, he's either crazy, half thought I was crazy, half thought I was brilliant. We're still not sure which ones were right. But wild ride to success, to a successful public offering, took it public, great company like Semantic to come in and take us global. It's a dream come true for an entrepreneur.
And again, we're talking with the co-founder of LifeLock, Todd Davis. So Todd, how did you come up with this? Where was the idea born from of we need something to help protect people's Social Security numbers?
Yeah, so actually there was a co-founder, a great guy named Robert Maynard, who co-founded it with me. So he had the idea, but I said, well, I might approach it different. I'm going to have to raise real money. And he said, hey, why don't you come in and be CEO from day one? And so we were partners. He had really come up with the idea that this could be a new industry. I love the chance. How many entrepreneurs, David, get to define an industry? A lot of people get to make a better widget. But when you get the chance to define an industry, be the brand leader, that is rare and something I just couldn't pass up, and took a huge risk and clearly paid off.
That's making history. Clearly, it's going strong today again at LifeLock. All right, so let's talk about this. You're at the table, you sign, and you sell to Semantic for $2.3 billion. The signature is just drying. What are you thinking?
Well, so I got some great advice. So they told me, say no to everything for the next year. So you don't know, haven't been in control of your life for the last 12 years. Somebody scheduled every hour of every day in my life for 12 years. So I was not in control. Of course, then there's all kind of headlines. So people come out of the woodwork, come work on our deal, be on our board, invest in our deal. And so it was just blanket, and it really worked well. So I could tell everyone, don't take it personally. I'm not doing anything for a year. And I really regroup. Like, what is it like when I have to run my life? I really found out I need a lot more work being a great dad and husband. I was a good dad and husband when I could be one, but being a public company CEO, it's hard to balance that. I used to joke balance was when everyone's equally displeased with me, that must be balance, because everybody was mad at me.
But you're going 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You're building this company. You're doing it for what? You said close to 12 years and stuff of that. Now it comes to a sudden stop.
Yeah. So it really was. Now, regroup. What do I want to do? What will I get passionate about? And so I really took my time, really, went to trusted sources who knew me before, and really started, what do you care about? What's interesting? And started investing in, startups, with the biggest focus being who's leading the team. I care most about that when I'm making an investment. And then where could I help them be more successful? So that's what I've done. Now that's carried on. I now sit on like 7 boards. I'm invested in quite a few companies. Love it. Really excited about it. It's awesome.
Only 7? My God, that's well, we're going to find out what you're doing now, because you know what? You're listening to me, David Kogan, host of the Eliances Hero Show. So make sure you go to the only place where entrepreneurs align, and that's Eliances.com, Eliances.com. All right, so Todd, talk to us about what you are doing right now.
So again, on those boards, one of the ones I'm most excited about, we're going to define another industry with trusted brands. So there's this stuff called CBD. So that's the cannabis stuff, hemp without the THC, no psychoactive effects. So there's no trusted big brands. So I got an incredible team. They've been part of them with me at LifeLock, part at King's Hawaiian Bread, part did Core Water. So I joke, these folks are able to sell bread and water. Do you know how hard it is to sell bread and water and differentiate it? So we're going to go do that with our product lines. Level Select is out there today. So, it happens. Carson Palmer's one of our spokespeople. He's out. It happens to be Super Bowl week. So he's out talking about Level Select and the benefits of CBD and our quality products. But we'll launch multiple product lines, build that trusted brand. We were able to attract the only former U.S. Surgeon General tied to any CBD company. So Dr. Carmona is tied to us. So we've differentiated ourselves. We're going to really put great money into it and great product design. And so we're really excited about being that trusted household brand. I hope it gets as big as LifeLock.
I want to know what kind of marketing thing you're going to be doing, too. I want to see you on TV again.
Oh, no, we can afford very much better looking talent than me now. When I did the television commercials, we had no money, so that's why I did it. But clearly this was not the face made for television. So you're going to see big name, quality folks, Steve Garvey, Carson Palmer, Ann Drysdale. We got Tim Brown talking about it at the Super Bowl for us this week. So I'm really honored that people believe in us that much.
And what website, where can they go ahead and find more information?
SelectMyLevel.com. So there's multiple levels. You'll find that's right for you for how much CBD you want in the sports cream or the roll-on or our tinctures. So that's where they can see all about it.
And how did the passion grow for specifically CBD from you?
Well, I didn't even know what it was when they came to me. So I'm a nerd. I've never, you don't want to know how innocent I am, really. But when I told my mom, hey, I'm going to get into this thing called CBD, she's like, oh, yeah, I love CBD. I'm like, what? My 78-year-old mom knows about it, and I don't. And so when I hear these cases of, I love this, life-changing, it helped me, get back into the game, do stuff I love, I thought was behind me. That's leaving a legacy. If we can go create great products like that leave a legacy, it makes me proud.
Now, you talked earlier about family and stuff after you sold the company. I want to know specifically what things you are instilling in your children that will help them and the secrets that will help them to lead a successful life.
Yeah, so I've heard multiple people on you that you've interviewed, and we talk about perseverance in those. The biggest, though, is like we climbed Kilimanjaro after I retired. My 2 twin boys, my brother-in-law, because my kids had never had their metal tested. So, their basis for any confidence wasn't incredible because they hadn't tested themselves. So really, the secret for any leader, David, is overcoming your own insecurities. We all have them at different points in our life. And when you can truly overcome them, have enough confidence to surround yourself with smarter people than you so you don't get exposed for what you don't know, then you've got a foundation. Then you can find what you're passionate about. and then you're off to the races.
Well, I got to tell you, definitely overcome your own insecurities. Advice by Todd Davis, co-founder of LifeLock, who can now be reached at Select My Level. Well, I got to tell you, Todd, LifeLock that you created a revolutionary software that started an industry in the realm of data security. Now you're helping people to live pain-free. That's a hero, Todd Davis. You can reach him at selectmylevel.com. This has been David Kogan with Eliances.